Hey, what's up, everybody? Rick from Blueprintsandbarbells here. I thought I'd make a little different video. We're gonna discuss the app I use. There was a comment, not just on Instagram, but some of the people where I lived at the gym. They came up to me, oh, so what are you using, right? Because a lot of I've noticed a lot of people that work out don't really use an application, or they're just kind of write stuff down that they might, they might be using, things of that nature. So I was like, oh yeah, let's get this, let's talk about this. Let's get this video out. Let me adjust this volume here. There you go. So, sorry, I'm a little winded. I was freaking carrying water jugs in and out of the, so this is the app called Boostcamp here. You guys see. So when you can get it, this is the online version of it, right? It's like mostly this is just for overview, picking programs, things of that nature, right? So it's gonna look a little different. I'll probably record. How do we do it? You could probably I could probably record on my phone and then kind of go through it, right? And then we'll talk about it. Basically, it's a program, and there's all kinds of apps there, right? If you're gonna work out, there's also 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗥𝗡, which is an AI workout one, which I really do like. Here we go. We got 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 over here, the part of their thing. Great features. I think this is the next one I'm gonna do probably after I finish this program. I'm gonna switch to this one. It's about the same price, but the thing I like about this one is it tracks your nutrition for like the day, right? And it adjusts your training according to if your macros are high or low, right? So if you come into the workout a little bit under your dedicated food, it'll track it, it'll change it. It lets you it keeps macros. You can scan food, so now it has a bunch of food. So it's like a combined one. Before you're using MyFitnessPal, this and that, right? This is like one combined one. I don't know why I stopped using it. I think mostly I was inexperienced, right? So when I started the program, I got this workout, so it was like really low volume. So I was like, this kind of sucks. But now that I'm more into it, like, yeah, it makes sense because you're gonna build up to your 1 rep max. The other thing it does is like your first week, I believe, is they have a 0 week, which is basically testing your 5 rep maxes, and it'll take all those and adjust it and add it to your top. It'll still ask you what your 1 rep max is, but it'll give you tests for your 5 rep max. It tracks your body weight and everything. So this is another one, right? I use Boostcamp. There's also 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 app. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 AI, and this is by like a really famous guy, and a lot of like professionals use this one. It's the same AI principles, like optimizes your things and things of that nature. It started with 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗡, I believe. Anyways, back to Boostcamp. So you go ahead and you log in, etc. First thing you notice is this is your homepage, right? So it'll tell you just basic information: how many days you've been working out, how many total weight lifted, how many week streaks, how hours at the gym. Here it kind of gives you a overview of like the week, like what muscles you hit. Like if we go to last week, I hit chest for 30 sets, which is down 3% from the previous week. We did quads, which is down 6% from previous week. There was more emphasis and focus on triceps, on front delts, glutes, etc. So you kind of see here down, like our upper back went down a whole lot, which is crazy. Hamstrings, lats. But if we go back maybe a couple weeks before, you'll see that, or probably we'll go to the beginning of the strength phase. From week to week, it shouldn't be going down like 4%, right? Yeah. In the early phases, you're going to hypertrophy. Here you'll see the program that I'm in. There you go. So here, like middle delts went up 100% that 1 week. So we go here to your program, and we see it has like the list of programs you're on. Usually it's 1 or 2. But if I click on this, so you go to my programs, you click on your program. Here it'll give you a breakdown, right, of the whole program. Gives you a description. So right now we're in week 9 through 12, which are transition phase. So we did the accumulation, hypertrophy. We're in transition right now. We're like a week away from going into the strength phase, which is my favorite. Here it's really cool too. It'll break down per week. So it's gonna, if you want to see, look ahead and see what what you plan on working out, right? It'll give you here exactly what you're gonna do. So for example, week 1, day 1, we started low, 68% squats, right? What's cool too is this is my dad. So we go here. We're gonna go to week 10. Here's where we're at. So around here, we're on week 10, right? You can kind of see when we started hypertrophy, I mean, the strength phase was week 9. So you see here, we did 2 sets, 2 reps at RP 7, 8 for squat, and then another 2 sets, 6 reps for 72%, right? Here, week 10, it went up to 78. So it's slightly increased from day to day. So here we went, week 9 was AMRAP, 75 to 76. Day 3, 75 to 70. Day 4, pretty much going to stay the same. You can see here. But you can see next week, I think the strength phase starts here at week 13. So next week, this is week 11. We start at 72, 78, so we drop down to 75, which makes sense. And then here, day 2, 74. So it's dropping down in weight. I'm interested to see in this week 13. So let's look at so it maps it out all for you. So you can kind of go here and be like, okay, these are what so you're not never surprised. You know exactly what you're going to do those weeks. You can kind of see here how our training is going to go for squats, right? Day 1 is usually a squat day. This is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of strength. We start out at 80%, and the week after jumps down to 78 and 85. And then finally on the last week, I don't see any, which is kind of weird, mostly because most strength programs when you get to your strength phase, you're going to be at around 90. But that's what this 1 rep max here at RP9. RP9 is like your maximum effort. You can only do 1 rep. So this is going to be like your close to 900%. But it jumps down, jugs up. Same for day 2, right? We're going to do 80%, 76, 78, right? Which is pretty interesting. For our deadlift day, 76, 75, 78. Which I really thought it was going to be way higher than that. So that's interesting. Because even on these other final days, we're not going to do, this is 5 sets of 1. So 5 by 1s. So we're not going too crazy, which I thought it'd be higher. I thought we'd be hitting 90 at least, right? But most of this program, like I said, the phase was to kind of get into this high volume type of work set, right? If you look at, and then you go to your history, you can see all your work days, right? So you can click here and it'll show you everything you've done, right? So we compare a week 10 here, right? We did 405 by 3. We did a pause squat, 295, sumo deadlifts, right? Now we go back to, when was it? December. Was it December? I believe so. So we just in the power build. Here we go. So let's compare it to my Bullmaster, right? You can see week 8. All right, so let's go compare to week 10 of Bullmaster. Here we go. So we compare this program at week 10 compared to week 10 of Bullmaster. And Bullmaster was also like a hypertrophy kind of workout, right? Here we go. Week 10, day 1. Squat, 5 by 345. Deadlifts, pause, 225. Squat, pause, 155. Bent over rolls, calf raises, that's it. So a lot of accessory work is taken out here, while in this power build program, you're keeping a lot of the accessory work. But the thing I like here the best about Bullmaster is once we start getting into these like later weeks, like here we go, where's squat day? 365 for week 11, day 1. 380 for week 12 day 1. Week 13 day 1, it switches up, right? Or day 2 is right here. Week 1, 365. So you see the weight here is increasing dramatically, and then we get higher and higher. You're gonna see 385, 385. We hover around 385, but here week 14 day 15 day 1 squat 405. So here we're already seeing 405. So week 15 we're already at the pushing around 80, 90, I believe. But once you get to this way, and it's funny because we don't really go up in squat even week 17. It's a 19-week program. So week 17 we're 415. Week 18 435 for 1 set, and then we're gonna get into the December, which is the final weeks. So here we go. Here we have our final week before our test. We had let's see, week 118, day 1 here, squat 435 by 2 deadlifts, right? Here on our bench day 325 by 3, our deadlift 445 by 1, box squats 405s, and overhead press. Overhead press was part of this, so I didn't even notice that I did 230 by 3, right? Oh, because I haven't, and in this program I haven't even trained overhead press. Right? I do it by myself. I don't want to do Arnold presses, so I do overhead presses myself. But you can see here my week 19, which is the your final week. There's a deload day, so I just did very 50% for all these. I rested like 2 days, and then we get to the main day, which is gonna be the day we tested it, right? Which is cool because I think up to this point the highest squat we did was 435, right? And right away you can see here double scoop pre-workout. We did 470. Bench press 345. That was a struggle bench press. That wasn't even a smooth. Deadlift 460, and there was these lat accessory stuff I did. I don't know why, but I just did them, right. And I rested a day because I was excited. I was like, let me get into power bands. But like you could see here on this week 1, which is it's like me kind of transitioning into it. You see 320 by 9, so like 3 sets. So it wasn't a lot of the work in the power build is hovering around 60 to 70%. Even when you get into hypertrophy, which was, I believe, week 4. Week 3, day 4. Oh, it's weird. It's missing. Oh no, I skipped a week, so we went into hypertrophy. Yeah, so week 5 it starts hypertrophy. You see 4 by 320. So you have all these. Look at these 12 sets. Week 7 front squats. I mean, it's a great program. It tracks you down. I wish it could have been better. Week 9, here we are, and currently right now we're at the week 10, right? So week 10, day 1, we did 415 by 3, 4 sets. So that was nice. That was a friggin' workout. That was probably the heaviest one. 315 by 12 by 2. So, and it all depends on how much you're lifting, right? And this is a more advanced program. So they have another version of this, which is like the beginner program, which I think you guys should do. I think for, I mean, I lifted weights, but not powerlifting kind of movements, and I went straight into like PH3. But my body is weird. I mean, my body works good with like a lot of volume and intensity and weight, and I can recover pretty quickly, which is surprising for my age, right? And we go to Discover. Here's where you're gonna find all the programs, right? So, for example, say you're a beginner, you click beginner. You have a full gym. You want to focus on power building is like both. It's like hypertrophy and powerlifting. But let's just say, for example, for this program, I want to focus on powerlifting, right? So you have these programs. Here's college power builder, right? But if you go to novice, we take out beginner, you get into more programs, right? And this is here's the intermediate one. So here's the intermediate one that was before this program, right? And then you go to intermediate. You have the Bull Master, which is I did. I love it. The Bull Master was dope. It's one of the great. This is probably the other one I want to do. Jacked and Tan. If I decide to just go on a pure cut, or not cut, but like another one. This one seems pretty too. The Pete Rubbish deadlift program. but it's crazy. Let's just focus on deadlift. Like every day is deadlift. Look at this: library deadlift, speed deadlift, deadlift pause. But it's only a 3 day a week workout, so that was pretty nice. If I just want to focus on deadlift, right? There's also by 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗢, which is famous. That is actually a very good program. We'll do full program. We'll do beginner novice, so we can find it. 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗢. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's do. I think it's bodybuilding. 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗢. Where is he at? We'll just search it. Let's see. There it is. So if you're gonna, I think if you're gonna start out, one of the Reddit's most famous program is this one, 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗡𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗢. And it's not just here. Like if we go, you can find this program anywhere, but this is if you want to track it, right? It has two variations. There's there's a 3 day a week and a 4 day a week. And if you look at it, it's pretty damn intense. We'll look at week 1 squats, 85% of your 1 rep max. That's crazy. So if you're, and it's supposed to be a beginner novice, but it makes sense because 85% of, if you're starting out, right, you're probably gonna be squatting around probably your body weight. So like if you weigh 200, you're probably not gonna squat 200. Let's just say start at 150. So you're gonna do 80% of 150 is gonna be like 80 pounds, right? So, but it gets crazier and crazier. Overhead press, bench press, deadlift, right? So it covers all the fundamentals. It has a lot of good stuff, bench press, and this program is probably one of the most famous, highest rated programs. And then they give you a suggestion Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And if you go, it's 12 weeks. Once you get to the final week, you're gonna have your squats. I don't know why it's blocked out. I'm guessing this is gonna be your highest RP you can go. That's the famous one. But all right, let's go back. So for me, we're gonna get to advanced. I don't want to do bodybuilding. Let's close that out. We'll have a full gym. We want to do powerlifting. So we have advanced program. We have bodybuilding, the monolith by Gene Wendler, which I think this is decent too. Let's look. Yeah, so it seems like it's a 1-5, 1-5, 5x5. So it's kind of like a mix of the Texas 5x5 because you have one set of 5 at 70, one set of 5 at 80, and then you have 5x5s at 90, which is crazy. For me, that would have to be doing 445 for 5 reps. Just pretty damn crazy. So this is interesting. So that's one program. 70s powerlifted by 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗬𝗓. That one's cool too. You want to go really hardcore, this one's the 18 weeks, and it's crazy, like bench, blah. I think the next one that I'll be doing is probably gonna be Kong. Let's see. Forgot what it's called. It's Kong. I think it's called. Here we go. So this one's probably the one I'm looking into doing for next. And this one he did it in collaboration with Boostcamp. So this is probably the next one I do. Pyramids, reverse pyramids. So look at this crazy thing. This is meant to be like freaking build on that mass, right? That's insane. That's a lot of stuff. Another one that's really good is 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗕. But I don't know if he's updated it. Here there was a 10 rep max squat program. I don't know if he updated this. I know he did a version 2. This is 6 weeks. But it starts out pretty slow. You see week 1 squat, 1 deadlift day. Day 2, and then slowly starts like adding into it. This seems like a pretty interesting program. I think there's a beginner or intermediate. But I think for now we'll do, let's see, powerlifting. I like bull mastiff. I might do monolith. This one's good too. Jacked in Tan. This is like a version 2.0. Like if you want to get freaking it's a power building with hypertrophy. So it is great. Look at this. It's day 1, week 1. 1 10 reps at RP 89. 2 6 reps at 70. 1 6 reps at 70. Deficit deadlifts, single leg press, chest supported roll, seated rolls, leg curls, leg extension, hammer curls. 2 weeks, and it's almost an hour and a half. So we got the time. Yeah, that's how we do. So right now it's kind of what and that's kind of just an overview. And I think if you go through the app, let me see. I'll pause the. In the app, there's actually. It doesn't show it here, but the app has all these advanced things where you can see. I think we made a video going over like all the other stuff you can do. But yeah, that's my little review of the Boostcamp app. Let me know if you guys like it. There's other apps, for example, BodyFit has its own app, and they have some pretty decent programs in there. Let's see, BodyFit app. It's here. So this is the app for them. Oh, they changed it. It used to be $5. Now it's $10. So I'm about to cancel that. But I had this one as well. Let's see if we can go into it. It doesn't show it anyways. But yeah, that one is where I did the PH3 program. So PH3 lifting program. Oh, and another, since we're on this, right? This guy here, 𝗧𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗔𝗟. If you guys want an explanation on all these programs, he has an excellent what do you call it? List of here we go. So this is kind of why I chose videos, playlists. So we go to play. Oh, here you go. So you guys go to 𝗧𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗡. He's the Evolve AI founder, and obviously, he has here a playlist where he goes through all the programs. So he starts out with 𝗦𝗢𝗧𝗏𝗏, right, which is a very standard program. People still use it to this day. It's like it's just per incremental growth. It's a great program. Then he talks about starting strength, which is by Alex Bromley, I believe. And then he goes into 𝗦𝗏𝗧 5x5. He goes into Texas method 5x5, 5-3-1, which was that one guy we saw right now. It's this guy, not this guy. Let me see. So the 5-3-1 would be. Let's do powerlifting. Oh, here we go. We have one right here. Nissan's 5-3-1 program, right? Reddit's #1 strength program. And if you go down, look at that. That is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Oh my god. Best for those new to end sons. So it's great, and I might want to try this. And I just saw it. This is that's pretty cool. I mean, look at this thing. Look at just day 1 bench, overhead press. Day 2. The only reason I won't try this, it's just strictly powerlifting, and right now I'm trying to lose weight too. So I like to keep the hypertrophy portion. But another one, oh, here you go, another 5-3-1, big boring, but that's what that's why it's called that. Oh, there you go, 5-3-1 was this guy. But see, his 5-3-1 is crazy because his has all these crazy accessories to it. But it's only 3 days. I mean, that's pretty dope. But I mean, you're gonna freaking tired. Look at this. You're gonna need 3 days of rest or you're gonna do this. So, and it's 90-day workouts, 90 minutes. Sorry. Sheesh. So I don't think I have the time for that. I literally had to go work out at 5 a.m. every time to get that. But yeah, 𝗧𝗓𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗏, Evolve AI, he made this series where he talks about all the programs. He even goes into GCCLP, which is the one we talked about, which is another one of Reddit's great one. 𝗧𝗓𝗏, which is a good one. PPL, push-pull legs. The cube method, which I've been wanting to try, but I can't seem to find the Excel sheet. And that's kind of what I don't like going into the other programs, because you gotta have it digitized, like basically in an app, right? You have 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏s here, so he goes into 𝗬𝗏𝗏s, and I haven't seen all these, but this is the one I did the PH3 program. But you can kind of see. Let me just show you the board, right? And it's supposed to be an advanced program, and I was like, I remember when I did it. When I did this program, I was like, this looks cool, right? It was freaking crazy. The first weeks of it was insane. My legs were sore. I was dying. But I really like it, actually. Like, if I think about all the programs I like this one and Bullmaster the most. So, yeah, he goes through everything. He goes to full, which is on here too. So we go back to here. We type in full is on here. So take it off. So there's power hypertrophy, upper lower. That's what full stands for. That one looks interesting too. It's power building, bodybuilding. So it's not. It's like a mix, right? You're not. You used to have your bench day, you have your squat day, you have your incline. But a lot of these like mixed ones that are like power building are not really gonna push you into like powerlifting per se. They just add the compound movements, right? So if you want a strict powerlifting, you're gonna have to go with like 531, one of those programs. He goes into I haven't even seen if PH3 is here. Let's see, PH3. No, so he's not there. What about Lane? So Lane Norton is here with his fat, which is not the same one, because this one is PH3. Is that what it is? Because there's full and there's fat. What's fat? Power hypertrophy adaptive training. That might be his. Let me look at this. Diet. Bench pull-ups. Wait. Let me look at my app on my phone, because I have the Body Fit app, so I can see where we're at on this. Give me a second. I wish I knew how to do it to show you guys. Where it is, because they changed it. Where's my programs, man? So this is I'll show you guys the app. So this is the Body Fit app. This is where I started. I'm trying to find the PhD one. See if it's this close to this one. There it is. So this is power hypertrophy training. So I think it might be the same thing. So let's see. Let's look at the workout days. We'll look at workout 1. Day 1, squat, bench, deadlift. Oh, no. It's way different. So here on the app, you guys will. I'll try to figure out some way to put it on here. Day 1 here is going to be barbell 5 reps at 72% of your 1 rep max. Here, day 1 is upper body. We'll compare to lower body, I guess. Well, day 1 was usually always like a mix. It was all 3 exercises. So we'll do day 2, which is upper body. Okay, that makes more sense. There we go. So upper body, we have incline bench for your warm-up. But here we have a bench press, incline bench, seated dumbbell, machine preacher curl, easy bar curl. So that one doesn't really add up with that one. Bench deep. I think it'll line up more with what I think it's day 3. So that's weird. Squat, bench, leg day. Upper body hypertrophy. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess it's similar but not the same. Obviously here you're going over lower body squats 70%. But this is a 4-week. Oh dang, this is only 4 weeks. So I mean it's pretty interesting. I mean, like, if you want to do a 4-week program, here you go. But yeah, so that's it. He also covers 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗜𝗙𝗘. He does 70s powerlifter. Bullmaster was his last one, which is what I did. So yeah, so check out him. It's Garrett Blevins. He has a lot of cool videos to explain to you guys the breakdown, the Boostcamp app, and then just like overall, it's I guess the goal is that you gotta follow a program, right? Yeah, we're smart. You guys are all smart. unless you're like a professional, you've been in this like for years, you have degrees, right? You can start making your own programs and things of that nature. But oftentimes, it gets lost, right? So the squat plug, that's a joke, but yeah, here's a squat plug program. You guys don't know that joke. So this is 14 weeks. So there's a lot of good stuff out there. Meat hook, I don't even think that is. And to get into it, but if you guys, that's kind of what you. And there's courses, community based ones, but unless you know exactly what you're doing, I kind of stick away for community. But I'm pretty much interested in this one. I think I might do this one. Mostly because but I won't do advanced. We'll do power building. So we do advanced. There we go. So we do power building. We have a full gym. This gets to this. So this one interesting if I want to increase my power lift. But anyways, yep, that was the video. Just trying to show you guys quick way to get into these programs. It's very important that you guys pick a program and stick with it. Mostly because sticking to these programs would help you get to your goal, right, where you want to go. I usually try to do power building, which is like hypertrophy kind of based programs, because you get the benefit of excessive repetitions, but you also get the benefit of if you're pushing heavier weight and stuff. So then when you do decide that you want to go with a different type of program, you'll be okay. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a great day, and hope you like the video.